Hello friends, and welcome to this week's episode of Cozy and Chaos Talking Portion. And I'm saying it right off the bat, this has to be the most boring episode of Cozy and Chaos that I'm going to put out on the internet. Simply because I believe the only video clip that I have is like my pulls on Marius from yesterday, as well as the pulls for Stardust Cookie, wherein I'm very much annoyed with. So okay, I'm going to be journaling for the week that was March 20 to the 26th. Last week was extremely lucky in terms of pulls. I'm sorry, I'm crinkling paper. In terms of pulls, in terms of gacha luck, it was extremely lucky. However, it is totally the opposite for this week, because it is as if the game has really, probably the Ayaka pull from last week was the one that really sucked all of my luck from the remaining of the month, because the game really made it so that at the very end of the pity, it made me reach like exact pity for Marius. I only have like 6 pulls left until I get pity anyway, so either way, I can still get his I forgot what's the name of the SSR card, but his most recent SSR card, I had 6 to pity, and it really made me pull until the very end, until I got that 100, which is fairly annoying, because I think out of all of my Marius cards that I got that are SSR, which I think is like 5 now, I can't remember, is it 5 or 6? I'll just count and put the number on screen. However, I think it was only 2 that I didn't have hard pity on, which is the Christmas one and his birthday card, which was actually 2 pulls to pity. So it's not hard pity, but it's still very annoying. So yeah, the game really made me feel like I pulled until the very end. I still got the card, I'm still happy with the card, but still it's very annoying. So the other thing was Stardust Cookie. I got Stardust Cookie early, so that was fine, but it was like the last 3 hours of his limited banner in Cookie Run Kingdom. So what ends up happening is that I already have accumulated like the amount of Stardust you get is actually through gacha, wherein if you accumulated 5,000 of those like special Stardust, you get to get Stardust Cookie for free. So of course I want to get the extra Stardust Cookie so that I could ascend him to a higher star value. What ends up happening is that I only needed like 7, no, it was 28, or was it 32? Wait, I can't remember how much. Let's just say I just needed 32. So I can't really remember how much I needed. So for example, let's say I needed 32 Stardust left, just so I could get the guaranteed Stardust Cookie. And the game, I just pulled 1 because the pulls are like limited banner pulls, so I couldn't just use my gems on it or anything. So I grinded for those 100 gems to pull for the Stardust Cookie, whatever, in his limited banner. I only earned 30. I only earned like 30 Stardust when I needed 32. So I grinded again, just so I could get the last 2 Stardust to get the guarantee. I was so annoyed. Also, Legends Arceus also bummed me out for the past 3 days. Luckily, I finally ended the shiny drought this morning with a shiny Hippowdon female, as well as a shiny Breezel out of nowhere. So at least Legends Arceus is, I have ended the drought, so to speak. So that was my start of the week. Not all of it actually, because there has been some things in the works at the back for the past few weeks that I still can't like, I can't say. I actually told my best friend about this. We had a call, and I don't want to jinx it, but there are some things happening in the background that I am actually very excited to talk about, but I just don't want to jinx it. But it will take like a few more weeks maybe to finalize whatever that is that I'm keeping a secret about. But if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, then it's going to be an experience and a story that I will share here, right? So either way, it's good. And yeah, that's like the only thing that I have been doing for the past few days. And now I have nothing to talk about, so that's why it's going to be a very boring episode of my vlog, if you even call this a vlog anymore. I don't know. It's the 30th of March today. Tomorrow is going to be 3.6 special program for Genshin Impact. I am very tempted to like watch the Japanese live stream just because Kakihara Tetsuya, the voice of Scaramouche, is going to be one of the hosts for the Japanese live stream. But alas, I might just go with the English one and just watch like the replay of the Japanese version on YouTube when it airs. But anyway, so 3.6, 3.5 has been very boring, even though I think today has a new like event. And I still haven't played it yet. Some of my friends also lost steam because of how like boring the current lineup of events are, and also we are waiting for the new characters. That's why we are really not that motivated to pull, except for my brother who has C to Ayaka because of me. So anyway, yeah, that is why I don't really have that much to talk about in terms of Genshin or other games even. And also, since it is the end of the month, if you haven't seen my wrap up of the anime that I have watched for the month of March, I will link it up above if you're interested. I did talk a lot about what I recommended and all of the shows that I've watched in the month of March. And since it is the 30th now, I'm like holding off on the shows that I wanted to watch for the month of April. Because April I have like a secret project. Well, not secret anymore because I said it, but I have a project in April that I will be sharing with you. Hopefully, if I don't ruin anything. So yeah, that's why everything is like uncertain for the next couple of weeks. That is why it's hard for me to talk about anything, and I don't want to jinx anything as well. So I don't know what to talk about else. Other than maybe this one, I have this character sheet. My profile picture, if you can see it, is actually my Genshin character persona, which is Takiria, which is okay, now I keep saying Takiria when it is supposed to be Takeiria. It is how I pronounced it in 2016 until my friends started calling me Takiria. So I think I got that pronunciation from my friends when it is supposed to be Takeiria. And this was like from a prompt. I used to join like anime journaling community prompts for journal pages when I started out, and one of the hosts that also played Genshin was like, create your own Genshin character. And this is my like my stats and my, what do you call that, my backstory. I put my HP quite high. I think I was like, this was before Dendro was actually released. So I was a Dendro Catalyst, I think. I was a Dendro Catalyst that is traveling botanist and also collecting resources for Bubu Pharmacy. I'm like the second Chi-Chi that is not a healer. My stats are kind of like Kole, like an HP Kole, I think, because I think it's like Kole and Klee, like I generate those blooms and it's like a bomb of some sort, so it's like a Dendro Klee, so to speak. So yeah, this was my stats, and the profile picture that I have is the one that I drew for that prompt, and it actually takes up all of the space. I don't really want to like cover this up because I still want to see these stats in the future, but I also want to include this because we ate at Theo's. I got cronuts last week. I insisted on getting cronuts last week actually because I wanted to try it out. It looks very delicious in their ads, so I wanted to try it out, and in my opinion, I really like their white chocolate almond cronut. They place their as Danish, but it's like croissant donut, it's cronut. And it's very crispy, it's It's very light, and the dark chocolate drizzle is very delicious. It's almost like I can't really compare it actually, but it's very yummy. However, the other one, the one that I didn't feature or hold up in my video last week, was the blueberry cheesecake one, because when we tried it out, my brother really likes cheesecake, but for this one, he also feels like the cheesecake, the cream cheese is kind of overwhelming. So that is why something fell. So that is why it wasn't as good as we thought it was. I don't have anything here that I can write with, so why did I even? I can write on this one. I actually like cleared out. I think the episode will air before this one, but I actually have like a quarterly what do you call that? Quarterly check-in and reset of my scrap box, and so everything that I have here is actually a new set of items that I will be using for the month of April, May, and June. And I talk about how much stuff I have and how my no spend went and all of that stuff. And if you're interested, I will leave the link to the video. But I actually started to realize that the reason why I had a journal slump was because like the lack of inspiration that is coming from the items that I'm using, as well as the lack of inspiration that I have in social media. So other people are saying that you don't look through social media if you have like lack of inspiration, because you'll just start to compare yourself with others and compare your stuff with others. However, even in my browse through of like Pinterest to see how I suddenly had like a coughing fit, so like if I sound quite different, I just oh dear. But anyway, where was I? So like I was browsing through Pinterest and Instagram, and like nothing spoke to me, because I started to notice that this trend, well, it is a trend, because things are starting to look very similar to each other. I kind of laughed at myself earlier this morning, wherein I had like a new follower on my Instagram, and this girl's profile, the photo, one of her posts, I actually thought that I liked, like I hearted her photo because it was very familiar to me, and it turns out I did not. So I was like questioning myself, like I swear I liked this photo like yesterday, so why does this person have like the similar photo to the one that I like yesterday? So like it's starting to feel like each and every photo that I see off of the internet is starting to look very similar to each other. So it's difficult in a way, because everything is starting to look very the same, and it is not intentional, because like, what do you say again? It is like copying. No, is copying the term? Like it is a form of, oh, I can't really remember the term anymore. Copying is a form of flattery or something. I can't exactly remember the exact figure of speech. However, that is the thing that I've been noticing throughout my Instagram feed. Like everything feels like or looks the same, and the things that they do are not, oh dear, the things that they are putting out are not particularly my style. So that is why I appreciate it still, and I like looking at it. But to me, if I was the one making those spreads, I would do it differently. So that's why, even though there are a lot of stuff online, I still think that I still lack the inspiration, because what I see is something that I myself will not use for something. And also, most of my puffy stickers are not sticky anymore. So time and time again, I will say this: as much as you can, use your stuff before they go bad. And and yeah, I'm slowly actually breaking out of my slump, because I was like playing around with some of my scraps in my everyday writing journal, just to use up as much as I can before I reset my scrap box, just to see how much I could actually use up before I filmed that video. And to my surprise, actually, I have gone through quite a lot of the stickers, and I'm proud of it. Actually, I have like the final tally of the stickers as well as the what do you call that? The scraps that I've used over the course of the 3 months. And also, I started using these number stickers. These are the stickers that I am planning to use up for the month of April as my date stickers in my 365 journal, so that I could use up more of my numbers, because of course I have a lot of them. So I already counted like the number 2. That is why I'm using the letter Z here, because I have already made sure that the number 2 fits all of my days in the month of March. So in the case of like if I use these stickers in other situations where I needed to, I just use Z, because to be honest, it's quite close. You won't be able to tell if you haven't seen the number 2, but I'm using those as well as this one. I'll just stick it in the middle to indicate that it's March, and I will journal for a bit. So I will be right back. And that is it for this week's spread. And as always, I forgot my hole puncher. I'll punch this out off screen. I still have these gems, but I don't know if I'm gonna use them. Am I gonna use them? I mean, it's a bit too much. I don't know. Maybe just one. Yeah, and that is it for this week's talking portion of Cozy and Chaos. I apologize in advance if this is going to be very boring, but fun stuff are going to happen in the near future. I am very excited for it, so I hope you guys look forward to that too. But anyway, I'll say goodbye as I'll stick in 2 more of these gems right here in the bear, so that it will look like he has like a little bow. Yeah, so yeah, bye-bye. So I don't know what else to do with my life actually right now, except to look for a shiny Oricorio Sensu form in my Ultramoon copy, which doesn't have a shiny charm at the moment, because I want this to be like shiny dex entries. My screen is dusty, but yeah, to think that I'm SOS hunting a full, not so full actually, because chaining, SOS chaining is also like a shiny hunting method that helps with the odds, but I don't have a shiny charm here. I was thinking about using my, as you can see, my my Decidui is shiny, because this is my full Pokédex shiny entry, whatchamacallit, copy of Ultramoon. And me being a hardhead, I don't know how many shinies I've already gotten in this save file, but I'm still at it. And I was actually filming another video for the channel, and I was hoping that I would get a shiny on camera. I have been hunting this bird for like, how many hours is it now? It is 11, almost 12 noon right now, and I started at 9:30 a.m. I don't count how many encounters I have anymore. It's probably 200 at this point, really. So yeah, I don't have anything left maybe for the weekend. It is Friday, so there's still 2 days left to this vlog, and I am not sure if I'm able to film anything else because I'm not going out. So yeah, I'm sorry if this vlog is very boring. I will be back when maybe I get a shiny Oricorio in the next few hours. Hello, good morning. It is Saturday, early morning, and yesterday I finally got my shiny sensu form or choreo. I wasn't able to film like my actual reaction to that encounter because it was nighttime. It was approximately like plus minus 11 hours since I first hunted for that Pokemon, and now I'm hunting for little old Grubbin here. Beautiful red bug that evolves into a beautiful white Vikavolt. And yeah, in a way it is still like good odds even with me without a shiny charm in this game file, and I'm actually enjoying it again. Having this way of shiny hunting. I think SOS chaining is one of my most favorite way of shiny hunting out of all of it because it's quite easy, but once you are distracted, well, that's a different experience. However, yeah, that's all I have for this part of the clip. I just wanted to talk about the shiny encounter from last night as well as what I'm doing for this time. I'm going to be filming, today's April 1st, so I'll be filming like my new series for the month of April. It won't be out until the end, so this is like baiting you with something that won't be up until the end of the month, but still I hope you look forward to that because it's going to be a lot of work and it's going to be a lot of editing, so yeah.
Ay, tag-isa sila. Hindi ba tingin mo? Hindi, kasi may dalaman. Let's see.